SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello there, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Well, last time we were asking around about the lady driver. Got a little bit more information about her, but I'm trying not to push Tommy here particularly far on that particular front. Just to ease his conscience, I guess. I don't know. Seems like a nice thing to do, I guess. I don't know exactly what the nice thing to do in this situation is, but I need to know clearly. But anyway, it was pointed out to me that Sealing here is actually selling things. Of course he is. That's the thing that we've talked about, but I didn't actually look at his goods. So maybe it would be polite if I looked at his goods to at least see what he has available, just in case I want to, buy it when I have money. I mean, admittedly, I did just shake him down for money under the ostensible premise that I'm going to buy his stuff eventually, so let's have a look.
There are clothes inside.
Mm-hmm.
Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Okay, good. That probably isn't the stuff from your lorry, right?
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Why do they smell like strangers' body odors?
Save the economy? That sounds off.
That does sound off, I guess. Sure, save the economy. What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Okay. This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving? Thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious. Conscious. Now, here's the thing about this. If at this point well, no. When I got his money off of him, I said it was, you were investing in a future customer type of thing, right? That's not the same as this particular theory. Why does the economy need saving? I'm just curious what he has to say about it.
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving.
Sure, I suppose. Continue.
Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
You're right. We've got to save mother economy. But I don't have children, I think. It's just nature. Powerful economies expand, weak economies go extinct. This economy is really just a distraction from the cultural issues. Immigrants and... Look, man, I just want to buy some clothes. Sure, you know what? You're right. You're right. We got to save mother economy.
That's the spirit. We've all got to do our part. Your part is to open the box and buy some clothes.
Okay, well, let me have a look through the box.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Just by, touching them? That seems alarming. Continue.
The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
As a middle-aged, going-on old person with no money, I resent that. I mean, in the place of my guy right here. Anyway, continue.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
The street vendor shouts, since apparently we're calling him a street vendor. Composure, find something worth salvaging from that pile of rags. Sure, let's have a look. It's not like I have to buy it immediately if I find it. I can always come back for it. Unless it's somebody else snatches it up, I guess, like my gun.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Well, that surely is a style statement. I have to imagine that means it's actually not 100% waterproof, just because I don't think I believe any of the text on this particular item, but continue.
Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Okay, it's a practical item, but it makes my perception lower, I'm guessing? Continue.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
$4.50. Okay, well, that's good to know. I'm going to leave it alone for the moment. $4.50 for a windbreaker. All right. What else you got around here? What's this?
You see 2 lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically,
Okay.
perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, Ultra Series.
Ultra Series. Ooh, okay, continue.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Says the shopkeeper. Inspect the sneakers. Inspect the speakers. Inspect the speakers.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found Ultras atop them.
Poor speakers. Continue.
A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity Aid from the People's Republic of Samara. The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
No magical qualities, huh? Okay. Solidarity aid. Huh. Continue.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
The man points at the footwear. Okay, I look at the speakers then. What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers? Poor little speakers. Pat them. I'm patting the speakers.
No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun Ultras instead.
Continue.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
I mean, I assume that is true. Also based on the sticker, the embossing on the side that said it was basically from the Samaran People's Republic. Okay. Inspect the sneakers, or can't I just buy the Sad Conquer Samaran speakers? I can't. I don't have the money, I'm pretty sure, but let's just ask about it, the poor speakers.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But I need some speakers. That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself. You're right, I don't have time for junk. I lead a luxury life. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. Pause. I want the speakers. Wait, what if I do deserve more than a lo-fi socialist sound system? I don't know. I feel like I should stay firm on this one. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them...
He pauses for a moment, calculating.
But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers.
Uh-huh.
If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground.
I mean, you do have a point there, I suppose.
If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra. 50 cents?
Okay, all right. So how much for the sneakers?
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first.
Yeah, that does appear to be the case. Thank you for summing up, Logic. All right, inspect them sneakers.
A pair of found Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Oh, these are going to be expensive. Continue.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
The street vendor intones. Okay, 50 real. That's more money than I've ever seen. No, that's not true. Technically, Kim over here could afford those super fine, super rare, super cool sneakers based on the money that he got from having to sell his spinners. Sorry, Kim. Yet again, continue.
Only? That's madness.
I suppose. Continue.
Fun Ultra. We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine?
Do I? Apparently I do. I never know what I'm going to remember. Okay, locked $50 real. I need those fallen sneakers. +1 reaction speed, +1 hand-eye coordination, -1 encyclopedia. I feel like that's not a super high priority aside from that they're supposed to be super cool, you know? Okay, well, in any case, leave. I should have a look at the windbreaker and see what it actually does. I forgot if you mouse over it, you can find out. Let me look. Inspect.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
I'm working on it. Okay. The windbreaker is +1 composure, -1 shivers. Uh-oh, -1 shivers. I like my shivers, though. Also, my composure's fine. Thank you. Leave for now. All right, there's one more thing over here. What's this? A little box.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
All right, continue.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose. Tried the shades on or rummaged through the box? Oh. I wonder if this is one of these situations where I only get to try the one. I also, if I try the shades on that he's holding out, I feel like it might be a little bit trickier for me to get out of, paying for them. But I'm curious, so try the shades on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Okay, well then, glad we tried it, but continue.
Damn, officer. You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
The man nods eagerly. Okay, so they don't fit me at all. But they're fairly cheap. Continue.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
Okay, understood. Continue.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Lieutenant gently removes the glasses from your face, setting you free again. Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like those sunglasses. You're right, I'm too sensible for those. No, it's fine. It's fine. Kim has had the grace to step in and intervene on my behalf since I don't have the willpower to do so on my own. I want to look through the box anyway. It may be that I'm dismissing the possibility of ever buying them, but, it's just going to drop my... well, I'm curious about them. No, I don't... I never know how to proceed in these situations. Do I want to defy Kim so I can see what they do and not buy them? Or do we pretend that I'm sensible? Well, who knows? Maybe it's one of these things where I could technically come back to it if I feel like it later on. I'm gonna go with Kim on this one.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you.
The street vendor
You
frowns.
should think this through, officer.
Apparently, I should think this through. I'll take those ugly glasses. +1 electrochemistry, -1 logic, I see. Shades of self-destruction. Because they just make you feel terrible. Because they don't fit and they don't look good. Rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
I didn't realize that was a thing that they would make sunglasses out of. But I guess if they're going for cheap things that they're not going to follow up on later. Continue.
Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
Everything is self-destructive, apparently. Continue.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Yeah, sure. Sounds great. Conceptualization Formidable 13. Try again. Maybe you can find some interesting sunglasses in that box. That's not a good chance, but let's give it a shot.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
A malformed green frog. I love it. Continue.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
The street vendor makes a bang bang sound, but you heard it. Turn to the lieutenant. Kim, are firefights something we should be prepared for? Put the visor back. Kim, what do you think?
I hope not.
He says, looking up from his browsing. He was browsing too. I didn't even realize. Continue.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Okay, let's look at the amphibian visor. +1 perception. It's amazing. There's no downside to this thing. Aside from the price tag. 6 real is kind of a lot for the amphibian sports visor. +1 perception. big googly frog eyes. I love it. But I'm not going to right now. Not right now. Leave it for now. Leave it for now. Oh, resistance. Okay, cool. So, those are my options there. We got a windbreaker, we got some speakers if I can pony up 50 real for the sneakers associated with them. We got ugly sunglasses that pinch my face, and we got the amazing frog visor. I really got to think hard about that. I kind of want the frog visor real bad. Anyway, what are we actually doing here today? Oh, right, I wanted to talk to Pale Rider. Both about the possibility of Lady Driver and also about what I now understand about her condition, which is to say not much, but I feel like I could relate to it a little bit more now that I have some basic knowledge about how the universe works around here. Maybe? Maybe. Hi, that's me, I'm back. We didn't get along last...
Man, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
She greets you. Great. She loves my questions. Everybody loves my questions. Okay, so we got, all right, are you the Lady Driver? Or we got, I think I know what's going on with you. Which, of course, is going to give away to Kim that I know about the Pale now. But that's not a bad thing, right? That particular cat is out of the bag. There's not really a point in hiding it from him, since the only reason he was apparently trying to hide it from me, or he would have been if we had had that conversation before he was gone, is because he was worried about how I would take it, which is understandable under the circumstances. Let's just get right into it. I think I know what's going on with you, which is an audacious way to state this, but it seems to be the only way to start this topic, so let's start this topic.
And what is that?
She sticks a filterless cigarette into a cigarette holder and reaches for the light. You're a Pale Driver. You transport goods through the Pale. Nothing, no need to be direct. I say that to myself. I know what's going on with you. I know what's wrong with your head. I know why you're such a weirdo. No, you're a Pale Driver.
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the Pale, and now he's talking to everyone about it.
The lieutenant concedes with a head shake. Apparently, you somehow knew about that? Cool. Continue.
Fine, then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
I am constantly contemplating, Kim. Oh, I'm contemplating, Kim. I'm drawing existential conclusions from this. Yeah, no, it's just for detective work. That's all I needed it for. Now, everything is related to the Pale, my condition, the case, everything. It's all entroponetic. Entroponetic, right. Having to do with entropy. The thing that I heard about from the Pines rep. From Joyce. Okay. Well. I mean, the case is related to the Pale? It might be, I suppose, but I don't really have any information to support that at the moment. My condition seems like it might be, but also how would I have gotten 6,000 kilometers or miles or whatever it was away into the Pale? Doesn't seem likely. I'm always contemplating, Kim, but I also... I keep trying to... Like, ostensibly, I'm trying to keep a strong rapport with Kim, but, like, I keep doing stuff that he's so disappointed with me about. Let's just try and smooth it over with... No, I'm contemplating, Kim. I am. Try not to black out again. It does seem like it's going to be very important, right? Why do I think so hard about these things? Because I want to see what he's going to say on all three scenarios, but I do not have time for that. That's not how the world works. I'm contemplating, Kim.
Exactly what I didn't want you to do. Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in Pale Transport.
He sighs and turns to the woman. I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry about everything.
No offense. But your partner?
She lights the cigarette. A white and silver cloud of smoke disappears into her mouth. Continue.
Seems like a bit of an idiot.
She breathes out. The air tastes sweet. Apparently. Oh, right, because I'm currently on fiending for a cigarette. Continue.
Republica. A filterless cigarette from Misk.
Republica, smell the air. That's not very healthy. I blacked out after a night of heavy drinking and lost all memory of the world. I blacked out from sheer heartbreak and lost all memory of the world. I'm not an idiot. I'm a detective of the RCM. Don't say I'm an idiot. I blacked out from sheer heartbreak. I mean, it's possible. I don't exactly know what happened to me at this point, but the drinking certainly wouldn't have helped. Should I be explaining myself to her? Aside from which, this is technically... It's a perception check that I've succeeded. Let's just go with what my brain noticed, right? It's not very healthy.
Neither is spelled transportation. Life is transitory.
She shrugs. I blacked out after a night of heavy drinking and lost all memory of the world. From sheer heartbreak. This is the first time I've had an opportunity to claim this. Because, yes, the alcohol is the main thing, but this is why, right? This is why the alcohol, I would think. So I'm going with this one.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Segúreme, Paraíso.
She nods and smiles
You're
unkindly.
the opposite of me, then. I remember everything, even the things I never knew.
Nods and smiles unkindly. That's a very specific... Oh. Things you never knew.
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the fowling piece when Dolores Day was shot.
I didn't realize that she was shot, I think. Continue?
The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father. And I never shot her innocent Dolores Day.
Is the implication here that whoever's memory she has here was holding her father's hand at the time that she shot Dolores Day? She closes her eyes, her eyelids trembling, by the way. Over-radiation? Isn't that dangerous? Over-radiation?
Heroic doses, Hervé. Heroic.
I'm sure. Isn't that dangerous?
Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral?
She savors the
It's
lungful.
more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now,
You're kind of getting to enjoy it? Is that the idea? Continue.
when you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this,
Yeah, I suppose. She gestures at the square, the broken horse monument, the clanging of machines in the distance.
what are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor.
You've been exposed to the Pale so much that you now think we should just join it? What does it look like, the Pale? What does it feel like? How do you pass through it? One last thing. You said we can just become vapor? That's exactly what Kim's going to want me to not talk about, but I'm going to get there eventually. So what does it look like, the Pale?
Like looking into the ocean at night, in the dark.
Into the ocean at night. So nothingness. Just nothing.
You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
As far as I know, yeah, that's exactly right. There's more of it than there is of us. What does it feel like?
Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn.
Autumn.
Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets in the electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
It smells terrible. Smells like autumn, like the beginning of death and decay. I mean, that's not what I associate autumn with, but I'm trying to connect how it smells terrible, like autumn. And we already know it's basically entropy. It's just like a zone of entropy. Huh. Continue.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
Apparently so. Apparently so. Hey, look at that. I have exactly enough empathy to succeed on an easy check and no more. How do you pass through it? I think I already know the answer to this question, but let's just hear it from you.
In the belly of an airship, behind the stair windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it.
Is that so? It still seems to impact you pretty thoroughly, though, huh? Even if you don't. Not on this lorry, then?
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
She points to the machines clumped up like toys. Okay, so you actually drive the lorry into an airship. They lock the wheels to the ground, and then they transport you through the pale. Continue.
The wheels all small and round. Multi-axle trailers.
Multi-axle trailers. Okay. All right. One last thing. You said we can just become vapor?
Yes.
Okay. 5 experience gained. I now know that I can become vapor. Continue?
No elaboration.
I would rather have what I have than what you have. I would rather have what you have than what I have. I feel I already have what you have in some way. Neither of these is going to do us any good, I would think. This is just judging her. This is going to make Kim real nervous. This is probably also going to make Kim nervous. But let's be honest. This conversation is not going to go away. That's not going to make Kim nervous. I do feel I already have what you have in some way. Less so. I don't understand it. But
They say there is a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step further from home, no matter the direction.
there's a point like that? Continue?
It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale.
She flicks the ash from her cigarette and shakes her head. And a kind of indescribable finale. You can never come back from it, though. Huh. Continue.
Maybe you've been down the motorway south?
She looks at her cigarette. It's almost out. She has swallowed it hungrily, then at you. The motorway south.
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Sheriff, not Pale drivers. Way beyond the established Pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent.
Uh-huh. It's like a urban legend type, or like a tall tale. I only just made the connection, by the way, that Herife, which why am I stumbling over this word? It's not that complicated. Herife, she says it several times. It's sheriff. She's calling me sheriff. I assumed that she was calling me names. Which is not the way you should probably approach conversations with people when they're speaking a language you don't understand. Continue.
And dark, and the process begins. Erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from.
And yet, here I am. What is at the end of the motorway south? How would she know that? But let's hear what she has to say.
No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning.
She takes the cigarette out of the cigarette holder and extinguishes it. You've glimpsed the beginning. Continue.
I've only felt it in the distance, when I was a child. A child growing on the lake.
She goes silent. Her eyes close and her hands shake. Ma'am?
Josiane.
A sigh escapes her lips, then silence as she stares within herself. Oh, she's back in. She's back in it.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away.
Continue.
She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion. A child descending.
Huh. Continue.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective.
He inspects her. No response. Oh, man!
Let's get some air. This one's far gone.
He shakes his head silently as he turns to leave. I'm gonna just check in with her. Just make sure.
The woman looks at nothing. Her eyes closed and her lips moving.
Okay.
Girl child, you hear her say. Girl child, girl child.
I'm gonna just. There's no way. There's no way. But we gotta ask about the lady driver. I mean, she's not coming back from this. I know she's not. Let's try.
Huh?
Oh.
What is it? What do you want?
Oh, she comes to as if nothing happened before. She's here. She's fine. Okay. So Kim was just being like, listen, we got to get away from this woman. I don't like talking to her. She makes me uncomfortable. Right. All right. Are you the lady driver? I know you're not, but I'd rather talk to you about it than the racist guy. So please, are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Jerife?
Well, aren't you a lady? I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here. I mean, this is getting right to the point. This is... Well, let's just see what she has to say, aren't you?
The woman's malevolent cackling fills the roundabout.
Malevolent cackling. Continue.
I'm a lady like you are, Gabriel Buenguerro. Only in dreams.
Wow, that damaged my morale even. So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of.
I'm only terrifying to small children, and to those who used to know me.
Before the Pale. Who did used to know you? That's incredibly personal. Continue.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Why are you scary to the people you used to know? I can actually ask about it. Why are you scary to the people who used to know you? Then who is the female driver I was told of? That's all I needed to know. Thanks. Why are you scary to the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
That's kind of what I figured, yeah. Then who is the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
I suppose you do with that. I guess that's all I needed to know.
Oh, Sim.
The woman stares at you, her mind elsewhere now, on other matters. Oh, Sim. Wonder what that means. Okay, bye. Okay, she didn't know anything. This is not surprising, but it is mildly disappointing. Because that just leaves the racist, and I don't want to talk to him. Thoughts. I got a thought. Motorway south. At the edge of the map, the landmass begins to disintegrate into pure trigonometry. The ocean melts, becoming a tangle of sines and cosines. The mountain range turns into a sharp-angled azimuth. Its green range shadow dithers like music turning into a waveform, and then vanishes. This is the end. A half-remembered textbook from your childhood. The porch collapsing on the edge of the Isola. A transition from reality to Pale. A single vector shoots out like a rocket. It's the motorway south, splintering off from the known Pale. To where? Where does it go? To where? The porch collapsing. I guess I kind of understand why they call it that. It's very illustrative. I can't think the right words. It's... You can sort of imagine it without being able to actually perceive it, you know? Given that it's not perceivable to begin with. Since the Pale is nothing. Bizarre angles, -1 visual calculus. 8 hours to work on that one. Also, this man's head is coming out of his head, and death is just sort of hanging nearby. That one seems important, huh? Motorway south. That one seems important. I've got a skill point. I'm typically hesitant to just use those on whatever. Because, you know, I might run into a situation where I really need to improve one of my skills so I can retry a check, something like that. I don't know. There's also the possibility, right, that I could just bypass asking around with the drivers, and instead just go straight to who I'm pretty sure this is going to be, the lady driver. I think I know exactly who it's going to be. Do we talk to him? Do we talk to this wretched little man? Oh, man. Okay.
Looking for something, Rod? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
We might get to that. I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up, where's the lady driver? He's probably not going to want to talk to me, given that I did tell him to fuck off last time. Let's try.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He smirks. First, you knew Sealing didn't do it. Then why are you smirking? Just tell me which one's for the lorry. Oh, all right then. Oh, okay then. First, you knew Sealing didn't do it. Then why are you smirking? Are we just going to list off what he's wronged us with? Sure.
He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
He grins, a wide smile. He is selling the stuff out of his... Well, that's the thing. Is he selling the stuff out of his lorry? Was he actually transporting that garbled mess of, like, badly used goods? Seriously? I mean, where else would he have gotten them, I guess? But why were they transporting those, if so? And by they, I mean Fallen or whoever. Huh. I mean, there were the shoes. There's one pair of shoes. Then why are you smirking? Why are you smirking, Smirky?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
Why does that matter, racist lorry driver? So who does? You? So who does, the lady driver? Actually, we do. Just tell me who the goddamn lady driver is. So who does, the lady driver?
No. He means la puta madre.
The lieutenant turns to the lorryman. Huh. Does he now? Continue.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
Gotcha. He's got a colorful name, doesn't he? He does indeed. Continue.
Yeah, him.
For a moment, the lorryman is silent, then he spits on the pavement. Cross your arms and nod. Who's Laput? What are you doing, Kim? Let me handle it. My encyclopedia told me who he is. Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Are you asking me, or are you asking the lorry driver?
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
He says, unsure where this is leading. I am not either. Let's see what Kim's got.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
He gets closer to him. He's suggesting that we are that. Oh, Kim, continue.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
Wait, are we? No, I'm not going to ruin this. Say nothing. Say nothing.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
He says, but what if it was drugs that were not an operation associated with this particular crime boss and he needs to know where it's coming from? Continue.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
Isn't it just? Continue.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
Continue.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
He looks at him. Sometimes I feel like you should be the one running this investigation, Kim. Continue.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
His eyes dart between you and the lieutenant.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
The lieutenant points to the yard. Continue.
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light his fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends. Unless we were trying to make a point. Send a message. Continue.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod.
Let's see if I don't mess this up. Continue.
Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him, by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Oh no. It's a half-light check. It's a half-light check. And I got a minus because I told him to fuck himself. +2 from Kim's bluff. I feel like it should have been worth more than that, but I'm also just not very scary. I don't have anything to buff half-light, do I? Hang on. I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I don't. Nothing, right? Right? Oh, no. There's nothing. No. Yes, it would boost it. No. 13% chance, was it? There are consequences for failure. It's not a red check. I won't get healed.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
17% chance. The odds are so deeply against me. It's a white check. You may retry it. Okay, try it.
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
I'm not sure. Okay, Half-Light. The jig's up. I got the goods on you. Why don't you and me step outside for a little talk? Look, I'm sorry. Can you just tell me what you know? Oh, it feels so bad because I'm messing up what Kim laid down specifically to make this possible. Dang it, Kim's so much better at being threatening than I am. We don't have the goods on him. This is sorry cop talking. We're already outside.
What? What do you think we're doing right now, Runt? We're outside, talking.
The lorryman interrupts in contemptuous laughter. Damn it, I meant, do you want to find someplace private to... No, shit.
There's some kind of homo thing?
The lorryman raises an eyebrow. No, of course not. Just tell me what you know. I don't really know where that came from. Yeah, maybe it is. I've already damaged my mural once. Just falling apart right in front of him with Kim looking on. I'm so sorry, Kim. You did so good, and then you turned it over to me, and that was your first mistake. I don't really know where that came from.
The lieutenant gives you a brief sideways glance.
Yeah, like I say, shouldn't have me talking. Continue.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our time here.
We're done for now. Tommy! I don't want to force Tommy. I don't want to force Tommy, though. Oh. Suffering. Ugh. Okay, alright. Well, that went delightfully well. What are we gonna do? Okay. Alright, hang on. Give me a second to walk around. Oh, look, orbs. Hey, look. Hello, orbs. How are you? To Roundabout North. To Cape Side Apartments, Martinez Pier. Okay, cool. That should have given me 2 experience. I feel okay about that. Okay. Alright, let me think. Let me just think here. Oh, hey, the wall. Wasn't this a white check? I think this was a white check.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Conceptualization impossible 18. Why am I looking at this wall? Last time I failed, there was no negative consequences for it. You have a keen aesthetic sensibility. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Conceptualization. Do I have anything that can boost that? Conceptualization currently not being... Ah, my shirt. Okay. Anything else? No, that's all. That's fine. Okay.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
28%. 1 in 4. Not good. but certainly better than it was a second ago. Why am I looking at this wall?
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Okay, continue.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
The lieutenant sighs. He's so upset with me. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry. Look, I don't know what to tell you. I really am trying to... Wait, hang on. I can just go in here? No, this is locked, isn't it? It's locked. It's locked. Or something. Yeah, it's locked. Okay. All right. Okay. So we can ask Tommy about the nature of the lady driver. And he's really our only chance aside from getting really good at threatening and getting it out of the racist. Or, if possible, we can just talk to Cindy herself. Hi.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Cindy the Skull. There is a new option here, so you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor? Why would she know about that? I guess we could ask about it. Sure.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the, body? Come on, Cindy, just help me out here. Is it?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell.
I would imagine that would be, actually. Continue.
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
She waves her hand in the general westward direction, and there's a little girl wearing the gloves there. Got it. Like, why would I ask for confirmation about that? She just said that. I figure if I, this is one of those situations where I'm like, where in the past what's happened is I've been like, wait a second, why would I ask that? She just said that. And if I were to pursue it, she would be like, yes, I just said that. So yeah, got it.
Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. You look like a shaggy dog left in the rain for too long. I have a weakness for animals.
She looks at you a little sad suddenly. Cool, thanks, I guess. Catch you later, Cindy. I'm just so hangdog that she can't help herself, apparently. Although she maybe did buy my gun. I'm not sure about that. But she does really like calling me a pig, you know? She's very fond of that particular thing. Okay. All right. I'm not prepared to force Tommy's hand just yet. Something might present itself. Something might come up where I can somehow twist the arm of the racist. Like... Alright, before I go over here, let me just make sure that Tommy doesn't have any ideas how I can... No, of course he wouldn't. Why would he? He's not going to help me try and get this information. He's not. Okay, alright. In which case, I guess let's just go down the coast a little bit. Wait. Okay, so there's these three guys. Hi. You don't seem to be interactable. We good here? I'm just going to walk around your little circle because it seems to be the polite thing to do. What's this?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
Okay. Is this to extend some kind of a bridge so you can actually cross this canal? Continue.
Could this be why Morel hasn't returned to Lena?
I mean, yeah, maybe. So the coast is closed off. This may be why Lena's husband Morel, the cryptozoologist, hasn't returned. Sure, maybe.
Looks like it, yes. We should probably go tell Lena. Take a load off her mind.
Maybe, and plus you don't really want to investigate it further, I'd imagine. Continue.
She was quite worried.
She was. Pulled the lever up, and it's not going to do anything, but okay.
He grabbed the handle and pulled the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then...
Secret task complete. Close the water lock on Wednesday? Continue.
the water lock starts moving.
Hey, look at that. Why did I have a secret task of closing this on Wednesday? Ka-clank. It still works remarkably well. Continue.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
I can't imagine it's going to be a sidetracking, Kim. Like, why would we ignore half the city? It's not like nobody could have crossed this on, within the time. The crime happened a week before we even got here, right? Anyway, continue.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
I suppose so, but have you seen our task list, man? There's so many things. And, all right. So Kim doesn't want to go over there. But we're going to have to go over there sooner or later. The way is open. That's nice anyway. But as he said, why don't we go check in with Lena and just let her know what may be delaying her husband. We can always go and try and find him further later on. Maybe. Hopefully I'm not losing the ability to do that by... by coming back and checking in with her. I haven't spoken to her in a day, It'd kind of be nice to have an update, I suppose. I keep walking into pillars. Sorry. Terribly disorganized right now. Hello.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first.
She smiles up at you distractedly. Turns out the water lock was broken, so your husband is probably just stuck further down the coast. He should return now that it's fixed. That sounds like we're wiping our hands of it. But I don't necessarily want to wipe my hands of it. Find Morel the cryptozoologist. Tell Lena Morel is missing because of the broken water lock. Let's just see what she says. Giving her information shouldn't close off the quest, I wouldn't think. I don't know if that's the way to be thinking about it. But yeah, if Kim wants to be so task-oriented, then let's complete this task. I mean, not complete, but update the task. Update the task.
What wonderful news.
Her eyes light up.
Thank you, dear. You've already done so much. But if your investigation happens to take you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Sure. Continue.
The quest for knowledge is never over.
It's true. Also, she says you've already done so much. What in fact I've done is wandered around the city for a day and a half and then finally went down in the direction that your husband went and was like, oh, well, obviously you can't get back across this thing. Continue.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
No doubt about that. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there, accept task. I've really spent too much time on this side case as it is, reject task. I didn't do anything, except task.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Huh, look at that. Technically, we have a chance to retry the cool cryptids check, but because she's less worried about her husband now. But my suggestion is still garbage, so let's see if I can do anything about that. I feel like I've checked this before. I'm currently at -1 from my satin shirt. Okay, all right. Do I have any suggestion boosters? I don't think I do. Yeah, none of this does anything. Well, what's the harm in trying?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
There I am again. She sounds glad to see you. Cool cryptids, please. Cool cryptids? Kim is already disgusted with me. How much worse can it get?
No, you don't have any new winning tactics to get the woman to spill the beans about cryptids.
Okay, that's fine. That's all for now then, ma'am. Thank you. All right. Fine. Wow, I'm really zoomed in. How did that happen? I guess that just happens naturally, huh? Okay. All right. Well, I think the next thing to do is to cross the canal and go down there and see if I get any more ideas as to what to do with myself. Because really the only other thing I can do up here right now is grill Tommy some more. And I'd rather not do that. I recognize that he's probably the only one. He's the only one who's going to give you the information willingly. The Pale Driver doesn't, well, willingly is not the right word for it. The Pale Driver doesn't have the information because she's in her own head or in other people's heads all the time. The racist, I'd have to threaten him into the ground. Tommy will technically tell me, but he'll resent it, and it'll basically ruin our rapport, presumably permanently. If it doesn't, it probably should. So burn one human interaction. Wait. Sea-Lang told me about the lady driver. He's not going to tell me anything further, but let's just make sure there's not another option. Hi, Sea-Lang.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
I'll leave you to it for now. Cool. Everything is cool. That's great. That's great to hear. Okay, listen. It's a bit of a short one, I know, but I need to think about this. I need to figure out what I want to do at this point. My morale can't take much more beating. Admittedly, I do have some drugs around for that, but, like, I'm hard on my morale, it turns out. If I explore, I might find some more drugs for free, you know? The ones that boost my morale some more, maybe? I found a lot when I was wandering around here, so it's a possibility anyway, but I don't want to force Tommy. And I don't want to accidentally wind up under a bridge again. So I think I'm going to cross the canal, but I got to think about it, all right? Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh, these guys fixed the water lock. That's who they are. They fixed the water lock. Oh, hey, wait, before I go. Secret tasks. Secret, done. Secret, close the water lock on Wednesday. To get to the coast, you need to use the panel to close the water lock. It's been blocked pending repairs, which should be done by Wednesday morning. This will open up a new area in Martinez. I couldn't have gone down here before Wednesday, it turns out. I see. It's not so much that it's secret, it's that I didn't come down and try before Wednesday. Okay, well, that all makes a great deal more sense. Okay, cool. Well then, that's fine. Then perhaps it is time to go and explore the next area of the city. I feel good about that now. Okay, then that's probably the plan. All right, cool. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.